supposed to be here. I'm here. If you only knew how many buttons there were to push, you'd understand my pain. Hey, everybody, it's Clarissa. We are back in the Limelight Live today because, I love every once in a while going out when I think something is really important, we need to know about, get on top of. And I've got a guest today that is a friend to the show. He's been on my show quite a few times. We just have, I personally love the guy, love the work that he does, and I want to support him in any way. And you know him too. I'm sure you do. But if you don't, we're going to bring on Randy Sutton to say hello real soon. There he is, Randy. Hey, the voice of American law enforcement, everybody. There he is right there. He's up in Las Vegas. I know it's hot here. We're going to be hitting over 100 today. How about up there?
It's starting to, the summer's starting to hit us. It was so nice up until about a month ago, and now here it's starting all over again. I love living in Vegas, except during like July and August. Yeah,
hello. I love living here too, and same. I'm just going to go down the list a little bit of the people that don't know you. They've probably seen you on Fox News, CNN, again, as the voice of American law enforcement. You and I met at a networking event, Secret Knock, some years ago. And sort of we became quick friends because we're both from New Jersey. You were a police officer in Princeton. I didn't live too far away from there. We didn't know each other then, but we do now. And you are now, I guess, a 34-year veteran.
I wish I was a 34-year-old.
Yeah, I know. We're not 34-year-olds anymore. I hear you. A 34-year veteran of the police department. After you left Princeton, you went to work up in Vegas, which is probably one of the hottest spots in the United States as far as police enforcement and law enforcement is concerned. So you wrote a lot of books too. You wrote 3, if I'm not mistaken, unless I forgot or lost one along the way. We got The Power of Legacy, 4. True Blue to Protect and Serve, A Cop's Life, and then True Blue Police Stories by those who have lived them. Randy,
and then The Power of Legacy. That was
that was the first one I said, but I think you didn't hear that. But I said it. It was there. The Power of Legacy, which is another really extraordinary work. Randy, you did so much that was so much good when you were on the beat. But at a certain point, the things happen in your life. I know some of those things, and you came off and just said, "Okay, I'm done," but I still want to be the voice of law enforcement, and that's what you're doing now. And what you're doing and have been doing are films and documentaries, like The Wounded Blue that I've seen and I've helped promote as well. And you're going to be doing an event now for police coming up in Vegas in October. I would love for you to give us an idea as to what you guys are cooking up there in Las Vegas.
Well, we're cooking up some pretty good stuff. So we actually just last week launched our new television series. It's on YouTube. It's called The Voices of the Blue. And so I urge, it's a 6-part series. We dropped the first 2 episodes last week and this week. It's a very hard-hitting series about injured and disabled officers, kind of a follow-up to our documentary, but in a little bit different format.
Right.
And it's really powerful stuff. So I urge your viewers to go to YouTube and subscribe to Wounded Blue TV. They can see the episodes there. Now, my organization is called the Wounded Blue.
Right.
And we are the National Assistance and Support Organization for Injured and Disabled Law Enforcement Officers. It's a 501c3. It's a nonprofit. Nobody makes any money on this deal. And we provide peer support and services to injured and disabled officers all over the country, whether that injury is physical or emotional, because post-traumatic stress injury is as real as a bullet.
Yes, it is.
So we work together with officers and former officers for all over the country who have been physically injured or emotionally injured, and we provide peer support and then help get people into treatment if necessary.
Right.
Provide all kinds. We're trying to be a resource for them. Now the reason I retired was not because I wanted to, Clarissa. Right. It's because I had a stroke in my police car.
I know.
And that ended my career. And it also revealed to me something that I was shocked to learn, and that was that my own department turned its back on me and refused to pay my medical bills. I had to go to court to fight them. They spent tens of thousands of dollars of taxpayers' money to fight me, knowing they were legally obligated to do it. Meanwhile, they ruined my credit. Bill collectors were knocking on my door, and I eventually beat them, as they knew I would. And then they had to pay the bills, but it was devastating to me that a department that I literally gave my entire adult life to would turn its back on me.
Yeah.
But I thought it was the Lone Ranger. And then when I did retire, because I'm so visible in the law enforcement community from the books and the movies and my radio show, Blue Lives Radio, cops were connecting with me from all over the country with these heartbreaking stories. Randy, I was shot. My chief never came to visit me in the hospital. They're not paying my medical bills. And not one or two, but hundreds.
Right.
And I realized that this was a national problem. And I looked for resources for them, and they didn't exist on a national level. So a year ago this week, we opened the doors and went operational for the Wounded Blue. And since that time, we have assisted almost 4,000 American law enforcement officers.
I'm going to share the back of my back cover on one of my last magazines, which was this one was, here you go, the Wounded Blue.
Yeah,
there you go, back cover. It got back cover. That's the Wounded Blue. They can still find it on Amazon, Randy.
Yep, Amazon, iTunes, Microsoft Store. It's everywhere. Yeah,
fantastic. Okay, so let's get into what's going to be happening in October. I really love one of the bylines that you guys have chosen, which is celebrating law enforcement unity and pride around the world. I thought that was really extraordinary. That just really got me in the feels. Here we go. All right, everybody, Brothers in Blue Bash, Las Vegas, coming up October 17th, 2020. They say from 7 to 11. I've got a sneaking suspicion it's going to start way before that, and it's going to go.
I have a feeling you're right.
Something tells me.
So this is going to be an amazing event. And when I tell you this is going to be epic, I'm not even.
I know you, and I know our good cops. I know.
So we've got a lot of things happening. So first of all, we are bringing together law enforcement officers and the people who support them in this event. So it's not just for cops. It's for people who support their law enforcement.
Right.
And it is going to be dinner, cocktails. It's going to be, we've got a fantastic auction, silent auction, live auction.
Mm-hmm.
We've got entertainment happening that will blow people away. I've got some folks coming. I'm not saying who they are yet, but this will be an event that people will remember forever.
I'm gonna. Another seeking suspicion is this is the first of many. I kind of seen this as being an annual.
Yes, it is. This is the first annual Brothers in Blue Bash.
Right.
To benefit the Wounded Blue. All of the proceeds are going to benefit the charity.
Right.
And so we're looking for people that want to come. And also people who buy a ticket. One ticket is $90. Where are you going to get an amazing Las Vegas event for that?
Nowhere.
We've got a deal with a hotel here in town that's pretty close to where the event is going to be held, which is at the Cox Pavilion.
Right.
And it's the Orleans Hotel, going to be less than $100 a room.
Love the Orleans. I've been there many times for many different events.
Yeah. And so it's going to be, it's $90 a ticket, or for an entire table of 10, it's $850.
Right.
The tables are, and we only announced this 10 days ago. And
I know.
We're 50% sold out.
Yeah. Are you really? That's extraordinary. That is so cool. And I called you the second I saw it too. You and Frank Shankwitz. I think I can say that because you put it out. The founder of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, good friend to yours and mine. You guys put out a video about it. You looked amazing. I loved the jackets and the hats, and it was just such a cool, really fun video. I mean, you guys you're just two, like a couple of cronies together. It was just so fantastic.
But
and you just were like, yeah, we're doing this, like, we're going to be like partying, want to come? And it was just really, and I got on the phone with you right away because I want to support you all the way along the journey here. I'm working behind the scenes on a couple of other things for you too. But again, I don't want to say anything until we're sure. So first time. Now let's see, where can people go, Randy? I think I've got a ticker here for you, and I want to just double check. This is what I saw. Are they going to thewoundedblue.org for tickets?
Actually, the tickets we're right in the middle of changing our entire website.
Okay, let me get that off.
It's better to go to Facebook.
Okay.
And the Brothers in Blue Bash.
Okay.
And also, it's an event. They sign up under Eventbrite. But
yeah, of course.
If they want to buy a table, or if you want to become a sponsor, we have several different sponsorships levels, and we would love to have more sponsors.
Absolutely.
You can contact me personally.
Yeah.
Randy at thewoundedblue.org.
Randy at thewoundedblue.org. Okay, everybody, you heard it here first. So anybody that's got sponsorization, people that want to buy a ticket, it's $90 a ticket. You can buy tables. You can get more information about that from Randy directly, or is the Facebook page ready?
Yeah, it's out.
Okay, it's ready to go. Okay. All right, that's how quick things are moving.
Our regular Facebook page is The Wounded Blue.
Right. So
we definitely want people to like it and follow it. Follow what our organization is doing. My peer team members, Clarissa, are some of the most dedicated people you could ever hope to meet. Every one of my peer team members is an injured cop. Every one of them has been shot, stabbed, beaten, run over, screwed up, and screwed over.
PSTD and the like.
And they are so dedicated to helping the men and women who serve.
Right.
But we've also got something else coming out. And this is something I'm so proud of, because we're going to save lives, save marriages, and save careers. We are about to launch what's called Code 4 Total Wellness.
Okay.
And this is unbelievable. By enrolling in this program, you get 24-hour-a-day telemedicine with licensed medical doctors.
It's so great.
You get discounts on all kinds of medical stuff, prescriptions, x-rays, dental, you name it. You get financial counseling and wellness, because so much of the stress revolves around financial matters. Yeah. And then we also have something this is going to blow you away. It's called CAPER, the Confidential Assistance Program for Emergency Responders. And this is access via video conferencing to licensed psychologists and psychiatrists for the officer and their family, unlimited visits. And all this costs $15 a month.
That's great. That is so amazing. I got to say, I've been friends for a long time, and you know that I would do anything, to support you and your cause. And I think in a very small way, I've helped out as much as I can, but to watch you and the way you have grown this in the last, I'm going to go 5 years, where it was really just a thought and a twinkle and maybe a dream you had one night, to full-blown, full-on national, getting national attention. You're on Fox News, you're on CNN, you're at Police Week. I mean, you have really just, thrust yourself into, an after cop life. And you're still in a certain way being able to still be there, live it, and totally support the guys that are still in it. And,
that is my mission. It really, truly is my mission.
Yeah. It's amazing.
And it's very fulfilling, and this is not something that I planned. This was something that,
calling, Rand. I think it was a calling for you.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Yeah. And it gives meaning. Sometimes I wish I was the kind of guy who could retire and then go play golf and fish. Yeah. And be happy.
I don't think that's you, Randy.
I'm mission oriented, and I know how important this mission is. Yeah,
I think we all know how important this mission is. And so again, let me bring that up because I want to end the show with everybody having a really good visual about what's coming in Vegas. The Brothers in Blue Bash, everybody, Las Vegas again. 17th of October, 2020. I think the entire weekend is going to be a party. But let's just say, for all intents and purposes, the dinner is between 7 and 11.
Right.
And auction, that's another thing, Randy, apart from sponsorization, apart from buying tickets, apart from buying a table.
Oh yeah.
People can also donate auction items. Am I correct?
Yes. I'm glad you brought that up. Absolutely. We just got a great donation from the Henry Rifle Company.
Yeah.
Who makes a special tribute rifle to law enforcement, and they donated one of those to the auction. We're getting some pretty good donations, and absolutely, if you want to donate an item, contact me at randy@thewoundedblue.org, and absolutely, we're dying for great donations.
Fantastic, awesome. Okay, we're going to be putting out this let's call it a PSA for the moment, for quite a few times between now and the party, quite a few times between now and the celebration of unity all around the world for law enforcement. Randy, you know how much I love you.
Oh, Clarissa, the feeling's mutual.
I know it is, doll. All right, we're going to be talking again soon. You be good.
Okay, sounds great.
Bye.
Thanks for watching this episode of In the Limelight TV, intelligent media for the savvy entrepreneur. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel and connecting with me on social. You can listen to this interview on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Stitcher. And you can also go to inthelimelightmedia.com to read our digital magazine.
That was the first time I did that.